guys, today's subscriber shoutout goes to Pretty Maka WOOZTuber. Thank you for subscribing and being a subscriber. And today's commenter shoutout goes to Olivia is here. Thank you for commenting and watching my videos. Now, let's get into the video. Welcome to youtube.com/noblewoos, and today I'm going to be talking about things people assume about WOOZTubers. And thanks to Woozworld for helping me out with this video. Some people think that all or some WOOZTubers are the same person or even related. I have had many people think that me and my friend Jenny were the same person, and we've even had people think that we were sisters, like in real life, and that is just not true. Me and Jenny are just friends. We honestly don't even live in the same state. We literally met through Woozworld and YouTube, so I'm not really sure why some people assume these kinds of things about WOOZTubers, and it's not only me and Jenny either. There are lots of other WOOZTubers that have run into the same problem. No offense to anyone who thinks this, but this might be the most annoying one out of them all. I'm honestly not sure why, but there are so many people that think we're all incredibly, insanely rich on Woozworld, which makes no sense. Because in what world does having a lot of subscribers mean you're very rich on a game? Like, it's just never made sense to me, and because of that, a lot of people have extremely high expectations of us. Like, I've told this story before, but one time I had somebody comment on one of my inventory tour videos saying that they were shocked because they thought that I was super rich and was gonna have like a ton of valuable items, and people were saying that they were disappointed. And I was like, are you for real? Just because we may have some subscribers on our little YouTube channels about a game doesn't mean that we are rich. You could have tons of subscribers on your Woozworld YouTube channel but only have like 100 beaks. Like, it seriously has nothing to do with your amount of subscribers. And I've never understood why so many people think this. I see a surprising amount of people that think WOOZTubers work for Woozworld, are mods, or just have some association with Woozworld. And it just makes me wonder, like, where do people get this from? Like, what makes people think this kind of stuff? We are not moderators, we do not work for Woozworld, we don't have any special relations with Woozworld, they don't give us stuff. Like, we are literally normal players, just like you, but we just make Woozworld videos on YouTube. There's not really much of a difference. But yeah, we have nothing to do with Woozworld or their staff. I have also had a lot of people that think I make money from making YouTube videos, which is just not true. And I also don't know any WOOZTubers that make money from YouTube either. Again, I'm not really sure why a lot of people think like this. In order to make money from YouTube, also known as being monetized, you have to meet 4 requirements. First of all, you have to have at least 1,000 subscribers. Second of all, you need to have 4,000 public watch hours, which is a lot, especially for a small YouTube channel that makes videos about Woozworld, a small game. You also need to have 2-step verification, and you need to have 0 community guideline strikes. Now, me personally, I have all of the requirements except the 4,000 public watch hours, because I mean, that's just really hard to get. And if you don't know what that means, it means you need 4,000 hours worth watched of your videos by your subscribers and other people, even if they aren't subscribed. And that can be very hard, especially if you make videos about a small community like Woozworld. So yeah, I don't make money from YouTube, and I don't think any other WOOZTubers make money from YouTube either. Sometimes people think that we don't like to associate ourselves with others, whether it's other WOOZTubers or even our own fans. And I think this may be because sometimes it's very difficult for us to respond to everybody's messages, since sometimes we do get a lot. But I promise not all WOOZTubers are like this. I like to associate myself with other WOOZTubers, even if I don't really do collaborations with them, I still consider them my friends. And sometimes it is hard for me to respond to all of you guys on Woozworld or YouTube because I do get a lot of messages. But that doesn't mean I don't want to talk to you. I do try my best to respond to you guys when I have the time, but it may take time for us to respond to all of you guys. We are not perfect, and not all of us are totally confident in everything we do, as we are all human. And most, if not all of us, are still kids or teenagers. So we still have a lot of time and room to mature. We may not make the best decision or always be confident in the video that we're making. We are normal people just like you. And those are some of the things I found people like to assume about WOOZTubers. Is there anything else that you assumed about us? Let me know in the comments. That is all I have for today. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I love you guys so much, and goodbye.